All right, so it appears as though Screencastify has a 5-minute time limit, so got a little cut off in the middle of my Dora the Explorer there. So also forgot to stick my face up there because it was on my other screen. I think there's me down there. Like, hey. All right. Anyway, so I was right here. So this part right here, my Explorer right there, that is called the coracoid process. Okay. And then this part right here is the glenoid fossa. And then up here at the top is the superior angle. And then down here at the bottom, the inferior angle. Charlie, why can't we just find pictures of this? I'll tell you why. Because the bones that you're seeing on these pictures are a two-dimensional representation of a three-dimensional object. So you can see now we can turn this and look at it from any angle, and those things still remain labeled. So that's a real plus for us in our study. Now, moving up to, you can see if we want all the other bones to come back, I can come back here to the appendicular skeleton. I hit the blind thing and boom, now we're back to everything comes back. Glenoid fossa is kind of covered up by the head of the humerus there. And over here on the tools, if I want to pan up or down, I click that on. If I go here, this will let me turn and spin and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so what does this have to do with you? I'm going to tell you. I want to be able to test you on this stuff, but probably didn't take many of you long to discover that, hey, there's nobody watching me take this test. As such, some of you, there's a couple of you, and maybe more than I know, that tried to use resources on the last exam. So I'm really kind of racking my brain of how to assess you on your knowledge. And so my solution, your test for this next test, for the appendicular and the following, the axial skeleton, is going to be a screen recording. You don't have to put your face on there. I'm putting mine on there just so you can see my face. Not that it's a great face, but it's just, try to have some kind of human contact with your teacher there. But basically, it's going to be you going through the anatomy here. Now, I won't let you have it labeled like this already going into it, but your test would look like this. You're going to go through the appendicular skeleton thing, and if you need to have some notes nearby to help you remember what's what, that's fine. But basically, you're going to do a screen recording, like Screencastify here, and you're going to click on each part. Like, okay, that's the clavicle. This is the scapula, and I've already labeled those parts. So I'll go to the humerus to isolate it, and you don't have to isolate it on your video here, but I'm gonna do that here. On the humerus, this rounded part is the head. This little ridge right here underneath it is the anatomical neck. Little bump here is the lesser tubercle. Big bump is the greater tubercle. In between is the intertubercular groove. Out here to the edge is the deltoid tuberosity. Down here at the bottom, this is the medial epicondyle, lateral epicondyle, coronoid process, and on the back side here is the coronoid fossa, and on the back side is the olecranon fossa. The long part of the bone is called the shaft. So that kind of thing is what you'll do for your test. Again, you don't have to show your face. I just need to hear your voice, and I'll be the only one evaluating and assessing it. So it won't be something that you have to play for the whole class or do live or anything like that. So you can, do as many takes as you need to get it down right. But basically, you just need to record yourself, record the screen, and go through those things. And I would like to have you guys tested on the appendicular skeleton by next, let's say, Friday. I'd like to have you guys turn in a video of you going through all the parts from the lab sheet. So the one that looks, that's the axial. So bad example.